I never thought a single photo could change my life, but it did. It started as an ordinary day. I was sitting in my living room, scrolling through my phone, absent-mindedly liking pictures and commenting on posts. That's when I saw it, a photo from last summer, buried deep in my camera roll. It was just an innocent snapshot, one I had forgotten about entirely. The sunlight had hit just right, casting a warm glow over everyone in the frame. It was me, my best friend Jake, my cousin Emily, and a few others from our vacation at the lake. I smiled at the memory and decided to post it online. Throwback to the best summer ever. Can't wait for more days like this. Hashtag good vibes, hashtag summertime, I wrote. Within minutes, likes started rolling in and comments followed. I didn't think much of it until I got a message. It was from a number I didn't recognize. "Where did you get that picture?" I furrowed my brows and stared at the message. The sender's name wasn't familiar. Maybe it was just someone who had been at the lake that day. Curious, I replied, "Hey, I took it last summer." "Why?" There was a long pause before the next message came through. "You shouldn't have posted that. Take it down. Now." A chill ran down my spine. The person didn't introduce themselves or explain why they wanted the picture removed. Something felt off. My heart started pounding as I studied the image again. It was just a harmless photo, right? Then I noticed something I hadn't paid attention to before. In the background, past the group of us smiling and laughing, there was a figure. It was faint, barely visible, but unmistakably there. A man standing among the trees, watching us. He wasn't part of our group. I was sure of that. A shiver crept up my spine. I zoomed in, my fingers trembling. His face was shadowed by the leaves, but his posture was rigid, almost unnatural. How had I never noticed him before? And why was he there? My mind raced with possibilities. Maybe he was just a passerby, someone taking a walk. But then why was he staring directly at us? And why did the person who messaged me sound so panicked? I felt a sinking feeling in my stomach as another message came through. "If you don't take it down, you'll regret it." My breath hitched. This wasn't just some random person. They knew something I didn't. My hands shook as I debated what to do. Taking the picture down seemed like the logical choice, but part of me needed answers. Who was that man? What had I unknowingly captured? Before I could decide, another message appeared. It was an image. I hesitated before opening it, and when I did, my heart nearly stopped. It was another version of my photo, but from a different angle. It showed me, my friends, and the man in the background. Only this time, he was closer. Much closer. I dropped my phone as a wave of nausea hit me. Someone else had been there that day, watching us, taking pictures from the shadows. And they had been waiting for me to notice. Panic surged through me. I quickly deleted the post, hoping that would be the end of it. But deep down, I knew it wasn't. I had uncovered something that was never meant to be seen. And now, someone was making sure I stayed silent. The following day, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. It started with little things, seeing the same car parked across the street for hours, the flicker of movement outside my window at night, the sensation of eyes on me even when I was alone. At first, I convinced myself it was paranoia, that I was overreacting to the messages. But then things escalated. A knock on my door late at night sent a jolt of fear through me. I hesitated before peering through the peephole, my heart hammering. No one was there. My stomach churned as I backed away, trying to steady my breathing. That was just the beginning. The next morning, my phone rang. The caller ID was blocked. I hesitated before answering. "Hello." Silence. Then, a faint whisper. "Take it down." My blood ran cold. "Who is this?" No response, just the sound of breathing before the line went dead. I knew I couldn't ignore this any longer. I needed help. I called Jake and Emily, telling them everything. They both listened in stunned silence before Jake finally spoke. "We need to figure out who that guy is. There's something seriously wrong here." Emily agreed. "Let's go through our pictures from that trip. Maybe we can find another angle, another clue." We met at Jake's house that evening, spreading out our phones and laptops, going through every picture from that trip. Hours passed, and then Emily gasped. "Look at this." She turned her screen toward us. It was another picture from the same day, taken by someone else in our group. The man was there again, but this time, he was even closer. And in this image, his face was clearer. I felt my breath hitch. He looked familiar, but I couldn't place him. Then Jake paled. "I know him." We turned to him in shock. "What?" I demanded. Jake swallowed hard. "He used to work at the campground. I remember him because he was fired a few years ago for something bad. I don't know the details, but I remember my dad saying he wasn't supposed to be around anymore." Emily's voice shook. "Then why was he there that day? And why is he watching us now?" I felt a sinking realization. He's trying to make sure no one finds out he was there. Fear clamped around my chest. We needed to do something. We couldn't just sit and wait for him to strike first. I took a deep breath. "We go to the police. Now." The three of us drove to the station, explaining everything to an officer. He listened carefully before nodding. "You did the right thing coming here. We'll look into it." Days passed, and the strange occurrences lessened. The messages stopped. The car that had been parked across my street disappeared. The man was never caught, but the police assured us they were investigating. Even now, I can't shake the feeling that he's still out there, watching, waiting. I've learned my lesson. Some photos are more than just memories. Some capture things you were never meant to see. And some secrets refuse to stay hidden forever.